There we go. Can everybody see my screen? I guess everybody can see. So I'll start. The Primefish DSS is a framework for translating the research done in the Primefish project into actual marketable.
It seems that there is a problem with the screen sharing, I think.
You cannot see my screen?
No.
Let's try this again. Just 1 second. I'm trying to figure out what the problem might be. Just 1 more second, please. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I think it's starting.
Okay, that's fantastic. I'm glad it worked.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. Sorry about that. So again, this is the DSS Primefish decision support system. So I'll be demonstrating a little bit how the willingness to pay tool was implemented and an idea of how we can add value to the industry. The DSS tool is comprised of the DSS framework is comprised of a different set of tools that will help you get information, and we have also alongside the DSS a wiki which will provide information about the research and the tools and how to use them. So very quickly, you can see here the login page for the DSS tools. At the moment, it's easy for you to register. You can just click here and register. If you do not have an account, you'll be redirected to a quick form where we ask some required information. And after you register, you will be immediately granted access to both the DSS and the wiki. If you already have your account, you can quickly log in by clicking the login button. So I'll log in with my account here. And after you log in, you'll be redirected to the homepage where you see the latest tweets by the Primefish project and its partners. And you also have some quick access to the wiki if you want to have a look at some of the information we uploaded there. Just a reminder, this is a prototype. We're still working on it, and some information is still pending upload. But you also have a link to the website of the project where you can know more about the entire project. Once you're familiarized with the tool, you can access the willingness to pay tool by either clicking the quick access icon here or the menu item at the top, and clicking by it, you'll be directed to the willingness to pay tool homepage. First of all, we have like a quick description of the tool and the research, and just a little bit of an introduction to the whole research that Davide just described to us. It's important to notice that we also have a link to the willingness to pay wiki page that if the user clicks, he will be straight redirected to the page. Both systems are connected, so you can see that I am logged in here as Jorge Andrade, and I also am logged in into the wiki automatically. So you can click on this link to go to the wiki page and have some more information about the tool. We also have a link to the presentation format of the different products that Davide mentioned. So for a quick reference, if the user doesn't know what this presentation format means, he can quickly go there and have a place to try to understand a little bit better based on his country and the species that he's looking to. After the user is familiarized with this, there are the product attributes, which are the input for the tool. We have a quick description of what sustainability labeling means, and also nutritional and the health claim as a product, so the user can understand better if his product qualifies to this or not. And then we have the simple inputs that you see here that Davide described, except for, of course, the price, the willingness to pay, which is what the tool will be providing. First of all, you can choose the market country. So we're going to choose Spain here, and you can choose a species. I'm going to go with salmon. And then I'm going to choose a wild product source. And for format, I'm going to choose fillet. And I'm going to say that my product has sustainability labeling and nutritional health claim. It's a very simple, very straightforward to use tool. Once you have selected and are happy with all your selections, you can run the tool and you should get the results. The first graph that we have here in the results page will be the willingness to pay variations for the selected choice. So we can see that we have the willingness to pay for salmon in Spain in euros. And the first bar that you see is going to be the base price for the species in euros, which is 12.87. And then you can see in the second column or bar, you're going to see the stack of different attributes that you chose and how each of them contributes or increases the willingness to pay for these products. Yeah. So we can see here that wild increases with 1.5 euro, which is 11.66% increase on the price. Same thing for the fillet, which is a bigger increase, and sustainability labeling and nutritional health claim are at the top. And at the end, the last bar, of course, is the total, which is the increasing price from the base price. You can see 191%.52%, which is the base price of 100% plus an increase in 91.52%. And the total price increase, or the willingness to pay for this species, would be 24.65. After you have the results, we have a quick explanation on how to interpret the results, just basically explaining this and how each of those results relate to each other. And at the end, you have the willingness to pay variations by attributes for salmon in Spain. So here is a chart on how each attribute or each possible choice on that input affects the product. So we can see that for salmon in Spain, if it's farmed, for farmed salmon, there is no willingness to pay variation. This is the base price, so it doesn't contribute with anything. So we can see here that wild caught salmon has a better evaluation by consumers. Ready to cook is the base price. We can see how the other formats, they contribute to an increase in price, and also the sustainability labeling. Followed by the willingness to pay variations by species for Spain. So basically, we show below the same variations or for the same attributes selected, but for different species. So we're looking at salmon in Spain here, and here we're gonna have the same attributes in Spain, but for different species. So you can see how other species are affected by the same attributes of your species. And at the end, we have the same willingness to pay variations by country for salmon. So not only showing anymore in Spain, but you can see how your product would be evaluated in different markets across Europe. Once the user is satisfied, he can always return to the home page and select different attributes and different species. And some species you're gonna see that the product source is blocked, as of course Davide mentioned. For herring, we only had the data for wild caught, and the same thing for trout, only for farmed. So you're gonna see some differences there, and you can also see like that some results may not create any variations in price. So here, for example, you saw that I selected Italy, trout in Italy, ready to cook without sustainability labeling or nutritional health claim. You can see that the willingness to pay is only the base price for this. And we can see the different attributes and how they affect price. And we can see that if you're talking about a trout and fillet, you have a devaluation in price for Italy, and you can see how this compares across all markets. So this is the willingness to pay tool. You can also see in the results page that if you want, you can print the results or download the spreadsheets that with the prices that was created by Davide in his research. We have, of course, many different ideas for the tool and how can it be improved in the future, but I believe this is a conversation for another time.